You gonna play it?
Sure.
Sure thing. Yeah. Here, let's move this to this in full. We can bring more people in.
Yeah, that's true. We could leave it open. I think everyone else is trying to play.
Yeah, we can just leave it open so people can wander in and out.
Oh yeah, this is definitely difficult to see.
Yeah. That's why I wanted a second camera. Hey, everybody. We're all live here now.
Hello.
Doing some fun stuff. Let me pull
Hi.
it up. Make sure we can see we're running.
I hit play.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, we're gonna join team.
Well, yeah, you want to start one.
See if we can join Kendall's team.
It should be streaming now.
I don't have mouse control in the game. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you gotta do like a hard
Uh-huh.
mouse over left to get it going. Yeah, we're right now. Just so I can see what we're doing. Alright. We're going to be a really bad camera for a second until I can adjust it, maybe get a little closer to us. Just testing things out before our official 5 o'clock. How's that looking? Better?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit close up. Alright. You guys all know me. I am Robert Peeler, your community manager here at Unbroken Studios. We're going to play some Fractured Lands with some really bad lighting. I'm going to turn that light for a second.
All right.
Next to me is Farren, our creative director.
Hello.
She's the one that's actually going to be playing the game today.
Very poorly, I might add.
Yeah, we got a little bit of
Let's see who's inviting us. We got
latency and lag on this
inflatable. Ooh, inflatable's trying to
machine,
invite
but we
us.
should be okay. Nice.
Well, we'll go with inflatable.
All right. Let me go ahead and tell everyone on Discord we're on.
There we go. Ooh, we got Kendall's. Who's Otto Octavius?
I don't know. And how do they get these nice outfits? We haven't earned these yet.
Cheaters.
I gotta work harder.
Cheaters?
I don't know.
Well, inflatable has it because he's QA for sure.
Yeah.
But we got the Halloween gigs.
That's right. Sorry, it's not the most exciting thing right now. We're still setting things up, but we got a couple minutes.
Kendall's not ready. I won't be able to talk to him though, huh?
We should be able to. I'm gonna open the door. You're gonna shout through that door.
Yeah, I'll be able to hear Eddie
I'm
anyway.
gonna get like a bullhorn or something.
Mhm.
Can't hold it. I might bring in some pumpkin pie a little bit later.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we just had our studio potluck today. Got them some Thanksgiving action going on. Oh, I didn't even see what vehicle you had selected.
I think you're on TV or on
On car?
I think you're on car. Yeah.
I'll take it.
I hadn't played it in so long on car. I was like, I gotta try this.
Yeah,
again.
that's true. I've been addicted to my motorcycle. It's probably good to change it up.
All right, we're at 8 already. But we upped the required to 16, so we can have some bigger matches hopefully today.
Cool.
And we're also trying to get pretty much everybody in the studio to stop eating, stop
Yeah.
talking about their favorite restaurants, and go sit down and start playing right now.
Yeah, there was a pretty intense debate going on today over the best casual suburban restaurant.
Yeah. I think maybe if we just can't decide between a couple, we're going to have to leave it up to the Twitch audience and or our Discord to help us answer the questions. Now I have, actually, let's do a quick audio thing real quick. Let me grab the mouse, if you don't mind.
Oh, the master.
We have, if I could just, sorry, I gotta change things. It should be picking it up. I just want to make sure they can get our, what happened was your,
Having our game. That's
What'd I do?
You're just looking inside the car. It's just the camera.
I was like, where are you? Oh, I was like, okay. Yeah, it's not picking up the.
Our audio.
Yeah.
Oh, we've just been talking to ourselves the whole time.
Well, no, it's picking up us.
Oh,
See, that's
the
our
game
mic.
audio.
In fact, I'm really close to it right now. It's not picking up the game audio. Let me see if I can. Oh, I know why. Because it's not even showing the game. That would make sense. There we are.
Oh, so we were just.
All the things.
We were just. The center of attention.
Well, it's still not picking up. One second.
We'll probably bring the camera closer unless more people are coming in.
I can't. The cord is that long.
Ah,
That's why we're
such
getting
a high-tech setup.
I know, right? We're getting a second one. That's not actually correct, but I was just
I
changing.
think a video game developer studio would have like the best streaming setup. You would be wrong.
We want to embarrass ourselves as much as possible until we get it all right. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
We
All
should be able
right.
to play. People can hear the game. They can hear us. Everything's
Unfortunately.
hunky-dory. I know, right?
All right, we got 13 to 16.
So now that we got the game audio up, let me know, of course, if it's sounding okay or bad. Looks like we got Sir John Cheese in our chat.
Oh, hello, Mr. Cheese. I mean, sorry, Sir Cheese. We played the other day.
Oh, he's been making all kinds of crazy photoshops.
I saw them, and it was amazing, and you need to please keep doing that forever. Forever and ever.
I did this thing
We
today.
had Titanic, we had Ghost, and we had one featuring your scooter.
But, you know, he did tell a truth. He said that it wasn't photoshopping my head on Patrick Swayze's body. It was just me, shirtless and strapped. He was just looking great.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's...
And that was also
That's
Eddie.
what you saw.
Eddie's
You guys are
cleavage.
using Discord or not?
Yeah, we're still... What are you running
Well,
into?
talking
We're on
wise,
Discord, I don't know if you have.
I'm not going to be able to probably talk to you.
No,
'cause
no,
we're
no,
on
you
stream.
just-
Where are we going to spawn?
Needs that much info.
I'll just take point on you.
Okay, Northwest.
Northwest?
Just follow him around.
Oh, see, now everyone knows that. Let's see, John Cheese, can I make requests for your next Photoshops?
Uh-oh.
Can we get a little, can we get a Mad Max poster going?
That makes sense. I mean, I did wear this hat
Get a Road Warrior?
for hopefully some good shenanigans.
It's gonna bite you in the ass.
I know.
Let's
Well,
see.
I mean, as much as I'm allow myself to be humiliated as I show my stomach on the street. Maybe you can see that hat there. Yeah, I'll leave it today.
Let's see, what do I, oh, there's so many good ones we could do. I want to see, like a Lethal Weapon,
There you go.
some buddy cop movies.
Do you
in there.
remember any taglines from those movies? I have a hard
From
time remember like
Lethal
poster
Weapon?
tag. Yeah.
No, not really.
There was like a game I used to play with some friends. We were trying to like name that tagline and like,
yeah.
do, like a multiple choice. There are some really atrocious ones that people wrote. And that's often my job, so I feel even worse about it. I'm like, I'm the one writing bad taglines.
Oh, I love taglines.
So yeah, our lighting right now isn't the best. We're gonna get better lighting, so don't worry. We're just testing these things out, and we'll also have.
Are you talking about the lighting in here?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you
we're
were
gonna
talking
do.
about the lighting game. I was like, yeah,
No,
I
the
think
lighting
we
game
worked
is
hard on that.
ideal. You cannot get better than this. We're gonna have a couple box lights in the actual room.
Do we have something I can put on my lap for the keyboard?
Nah,
just-
like a pillow.
Yeah, no.
All right,
I got a TV dinner tray.
we have that one like wicker basket
It's
one.
gonna
there.
kill my back.
How's the responsiveness? Is it?
Oh yeah, it's fine.
That's okay. All right.
I mean, if I mess up and die, it's definitely because of the responsiveness.
Exactly.
But otherwise, it seems
It's
fine.
bad enough that it can be used as proper excuse,
Yeah, exactly.
but good enough that
But good enough that I am not nauseous.
yeah. Oh, we got kids running about.
Actually, yeah, it's not bad at all. It's
Okay.
like-
I was at one point. I was watching our OBS feed as opposed to the actual
oh, yeah, I
game
can-
because I was like, that was a little more responsive for some reason.
I can definitely see it more.
Yeah.
When I turn. Yeah, actually, I can.
Yeah. So this one's actually a little tighter.
Yeah, it's a little small.
We don't see your sparkly brights on the camera eyes, but
I can't see my health bar either. That's pretty bad.
that's true. Well, I covered it up with that fancy little thing. Did you see that fancy little thing I made there?
Oh yeah, that's
I'll get even fancier.
super fancy.
I gotta like assign.
Nice font.
Ooh, I got a match of 25s get going here. That's pretty
Yeah,
nice.
it's been a while. It's fun.
Well, see, and that's why we do these dev play days, because we want to make sure that there's some scheduled times that we get the community
Yeah,
all to
for
come
sure.
together, and everyone can play a larger match.
Yeah, that's
See what
awesome.
this all intended to be. So yeah.
Oh, I love fraction lands with 50 with 20 or above. So like,
Yeah. That extra, boost of players is a contribution to chaos that really lends itself to what we're building here in this game.
I think you have the new meat license plate. He said northwest. Did he say northeast?
I think he said northeast.
I'll just split the difference and go north,
Sounds good.
just in case.
26.
All right.
Not too shabby. So yeah, we'll do these dev play days typically every Tuesday or Thursday. We're going to skip this Thursdays. I think we're all going to do some Thanksgiving stuff, but generally same time every week. Nice consistent schedule. And I even put it up on our stream channel where we'll stream those days too, so everyone can see.
Oh, where's Kendall's going? Oh, they're going to the refinery?
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, this will end quickly for me.
What are they driving around for now?
So they knock somebody. Trying to make sure he doesn't get out.
All right.
Oh, wait, now we're going. Oh, okay,
This is when VoIP can become so much handy.
I just wasted all my gas.
I can give you guys a update on how that's going. So we did investigate the VoIP issue and why we're not seeing it. We identified a problem. There's two solutions, one that's a quicker solution, one that's more long-term solution. We're going to do the quicker solution most likely before the holiday weekend so everyone can get their VoIP back, hopefully. And then we'll do a proper solution down the road where things will be more consistent. It's one of those strange bugs we didn't notice before, but we'll have to deal with. It should be okay. Did you want a drink or something?
I'm all right.
Okay.
I have enough things working against me now not to get distracted by beverages.
Well, I figured you're such
Oh,
a pro
look,
at this.
Somebody's after Kendall's.
You can be distracted. Hey, here comes Maria,
Oh, Maria.
peeking in,
Oh, hi. Oh, hi.
just about to walk in front of a camera.
I don't
Please,
know.
Here.
I don't know where to say.
take a seat. Take a seat.
You can see
Hello,
there.
friends.
Here's our HR, Maria.
Hello.
I
Did you
was
already
going to say your
did you
last
already
name.
die? I saw you were in the
No,
game.
unfortunately, my friend just showed up, so I had to let him in.
Okay.
So I'm not.
Missed it. Oh, somebody's here.
Oh,
I'm not.
I heard. I saw him at the doorway.
I'm not comfortable with this.
You guys are going to loot
I'm going as
adjacent
far
to
as
another
possible.
group?
Last time this happened, we looted adjacent to another group. Kendall's left me to die as soon as
Sounds
I
like
ran into
Kendall's.
the other guy.
Sounds about
So I am not going to put my neck out there. Oh yeah, the responsiveness is.
Oh, it's this mouse. I think.
It's the we're streaming as well too. So I got used to actually picking up some car parts because I'm usually on a bike.
All right,
The
all right,
weapon
all
would
right.
be good though. Weapon would be good.
You're getting greedy. You don't need weapons. You're fine.
I have this nice melee weapon.
I'm curious one day. I think we should do like a squad match up against a whole bunch of shadow or a bunch of storm riders, and us only equipped with munitions, just tossing out grenades, praying for.
Oh, like everybody against one squad?
Yeah.
Like zombie style?
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be cool. I'd be down for that. I'm gonna do zombie style.
All right. Are you gonna look for any particular weapon, or are you just gonna grab what you find and deal with it?
I generally grab what I find at first,
Okay.
and then I tend to try to average out my range. So like, wait, what am I in green? Is that my car? Oh yeah, it's not my car. It's your car. Yeah, I tend to try to average out my range. So like if I find an SMG, I'll try to balance it with a hunter, or if I find a AR, I'll try to balance it with a shotgun.
Okay.
And then sometimes if I find enough of one part, I'll just stick with the gun that has more parts. I'm a terrible sniper, so I avoid the dragon's breath with all of my being, because I just cannot hit anything with it.
I get really tempted, and I pick it up anyway, even though I'm not gonna do a good job at it.
Here we go.
Especially if I find it 8 times, and I'll slap it on, and I'm like, all right, don't worry, this is the day.
Yeah.
I'll have that great shot.
Oh no, see, I'm worse with the 8 times. I'd rather take a 4x.
I feel like a BR is a good compromise.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's got an insane kick on it, so usually it's only super worth it if you can get the compensator or the stabilizing
Yeah,
attachments.
I try to roll BR and the basic SMG. That's where I get most of my shots.
I'll drop the trunk stash in here.
We got some more recent graffiti on that wall. I know I posted this a long time ago, and I haven't seen many entries coming anytime soon, but if you guys are still interested on it contributing your own graffiti, feel free to do so. Send us some options. We haven't put in the ones we've gotten so far. They need some more tweaking. Maybe we'll...
I haven't seen any of them.
No, we can play with them a little bit more, but we've been kind of busy doing other things. But yeah, feel free to send in more graffiti. We'll work on it and try to get some of them in. The one thing I wanted to avoid most of all was someone submitting a piece of graffiti and it simply being like the logo for their stream. And I'm like, well, it's a little self-serving in this example.
I mean, graffiti usually is. Ooh, shit.
That's true.
We got some action going on.
I didn't mind so much if it's like a logo versus like just their name written out. But then again, graffiti is often just names written out.
Something over here, right where I'm standing. Oof, my hand.
I'm telling you.
It's just low.
I gotta get a mouse
Want
pad.
to bring
And
in a new mouse or a
new-
mouse pad or something?
yeah, maybe.
That'd be sweet.
Some
That'd
control.
be swell.
Uh-oh.
Inflatable got knocked.
Save him.
Whoa, Kimbo.
Whoa. What's he planning here?
What is Inflatable doing? Why is he way over there?
That seems common. I've been in teams where he just like goes
he's,
off.
He's a lone wolf.
I'll have that there for you in a moment.
Nice.
I think it's not so much a pad so much as elevating my hand, but it's fine.
I gotta get like a tilted desk.
Yeah, I got like
Play
some
this
carpal tunnels going on here. All right.
Don't forget to reload.
Oh, thanks.
So many times I'll see a first-time streamer and they're like, "I'm such a pro at this," and they're like, "Oh, I didn't reload." Dang
I
it.
actually almost. Oh no, no. Nope. I am not a pro.
Who was Otto Octavius? That's what I'd like to know.
Was. Oh, he's dead. Yeah. Was.
He's not leaving without you, is he?
Probably.
See ya.
Did you run him over?
I heard that even. I hadn't heard the runover noise. Was there a runover noise? Like a cry for help?
Well, not a cry for help.
But you know,
like,
like
a
a-
squish.
It sounded like a...
Ooh, I'll take all this, Eddie. Thank you.
Not bad.
All right. Oh, run. Run for your life. Get in, get in. Eddie. Selfish ass.
Alright. At least they seem to think they know where they're coming from. Is it the owner of the bike or...
Ooh, I might take that back. Yeah. I'm gonna go get my car.
So yeah, a couple hours ago we started our potluck. We had a lot of different kinds of Thanksgiving foods come in.
And other foods.
People brought along. But yeah, that's what I was going to say, is that there's a big variety of different things that came in. We had, what was it, bao buns.
Wait, that's a bug. Spiked bumper shouldn't show a gray arrow.
Oh.
That's not worse than an armored bumper. That is subjective.
Good point. Bring that up with Kevin right now.
That didn't used to be. That's newish. If I make any mistakes at all, it's only because of this mouse keyboard setup.
Well, I am distracting you. I'll give you that too.
And that.
I am too chatty Cathy over here.
Oh, no, please. You talk.
Hey, Kevin just ran into a bug. The spiked bumper is not worse than the cow catcher. It's equal, but shows a gray arrow. Let's see if you can work that one out. I wanted to at one point get a fantastic plastic squad on those arcade machines.
Oh yeah.
Just a little interlude where you can jump in and start playing it.
I bet nobody knows what. I bet nobody on the stream really knows what that is.
Well, we did have, hey, Major Head. I always say his name wrong. Yeah, please send us more graffiti. We will happily use it if we can. No, Eddie explained once in the stream what it was, or not in the stream, in Discord. So I think people know, but you know, maybe some newcomers or latecomers. It was a game that the studio worked on before Fractured Lands. It was a mobile game. You can still download it today. But
Free on the App Store.
yeah, but it's not really like actively supported, so
Yeah.
enjoy it if you will.
Unfortunately, we had to move on from it, but still near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, there's a few references in the game. You might see like a leaflet or like a newspaper clipping. I remember one point we said we were going to do some dolls or something on the ground.
Yeah.
Maybe some collectibles.
Alright.
Alright.
Let's follow these guys that got Otto Octavius killed. I love seeing this on my check jump.
It's very like Peter Pan floaty. I appreciate some of those environment design jumps that are not necessarily helpful, but they're there. Oh, that's not the one thing you want to get caught up in.
That doesn't need collision.
Which part? The vanity or the ladder?
The latter. Well, the vanity doesn't have collision, for sure. It was just I got caught on the roof of my car.
Ah, I see. Oh,
That was just a fancy little trick I was showing you.
some, what's that? That's a
driving.
skateboard jump. Nose grind.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of it.
I was not a skater.
Come on. You had to watch
been-
something like
It's been a while since I've played Tony Hawk.
Gleaming the Cube or
Oh, what did I just?
more ammo, yeah? Or did you swap it?
No. Well, yeah. So I thought I did. Oh, see, that's why now I want a bike. Just go back to that
Should
bike.
take that one.
Oh, look at
there's
all
two.
those missile launchers.
And
And
the
the
jet
jet
booster.
booster. No.
And some armor, you're all set.
Oh, this is bullshit. So sad. So sad.
So when are we going to include a loot on the top of that dinosaur's head?
When people can get up on the dinosaur's head, probably.
That's a challenge for everyone in chat. If you can get up on top of the dinosaur's
I think you
head.
can in the feral park. You can get up on the dinosaur.
Is it like a jump ramp or a...
There's a roof next to it, and
close
you
enough to
can.
leap.
I think you can get off on the roof. I think. I've seen somebody do it.
Hey, Gem Skill, thanks for joining us. I need to pay more attention to that chat. I can see you guys. I'm not as good as a Co-Carnage. I can't. Hey, I appreciate you, buddy. Best friends ever. Thanks so much for showing up.
I would ask Eddie if he needed a scope, but I can't talk to him.
So John Cheese says you can jump from the roof to the T-Rex.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He snipes from there. And now you're giving up all your secrets and you got nothing left. Haha, you fell into my trap.
Here's a good question. I would love to know what kind of other locations people would love to see in our map.
That is a good question. You guys got any like wish list items from your favorite post-apocalyptic movies?
Or just like things you'd love to see a unique treatment of in post-apocalypse.
Yeah. Maybe you looked at like a wacky old store one day and thought that would look great in a doomed future for mankind.
Where are we shooting?
Kendall's going after somebody.
Do this. There we go.
Good eye, I didn't notice that for a minute. And you can jump onto the Bronto and stand on its head. You can pretty much get
ow.
anywhere. Who's shooting at you?
Ow. Sniper?
Yeah, but did you see him?
Nope.
Gotta be somewhere.
I don't have good sound coming from this TV. That's my excuse right now as to why I don't know where the shooting's coming from. Let's go with that.
So we could, give you some headsets, but that's not fun.
But then I'd lose my excuse. Ooh, yeah, they're definitely shooting from that direction.
Gonna check roof cover.
They're definitely shooting from the east somewhere. Let me if you see.
Oh,
Inflatables.
RAF 192.
inflatable just running around out there like a crazy fool.
He takes risks.
Oh yeah.
He backs it up with good aim, but he takes risks. Sometimes unnecessary ones.
Wait. What? Do
You already had it.
I already have it.
You can't use two, silly.
I want to. Tape them together. That's what duct tape is for.
Poor Otto Octavius.
I hardly knew him, literally. I don't know who it was.
Where are they? Did they give up? Did Inflatable chase them away?
Well, they did. Somebody got killed. It might have been me.
Yeah, but it wasn't by your team, so I wonder who did it. All right. So when do you think is the best time to move after hearing a storm siren? Do you want to give yourself a little time? Do you want to
Well, good
loot
point.
around 50% and then take off?
I mean, it depends. If you don't have any gas mask and it's that far away, I wouldn't personally fuck around too much, but I know these guys like to loot in the storm. They like to linger a little bit. So I could either go off on my own and have no protection, or I could wait for them. I'll probably wait for them. But yeah, I mean, early in the game, it's actually a lot safer than you'd think to just hang out, keep collecting some stuff if you found some boosts, and especially after we laxed the limit on the boost items.
Yeah.
I definitely... Oh,
So
killed Mango.
That was a change that I noticed some people liked and some people didn't like. So if you guys have any particular feedback about those health changes, let us know.
Yeah, being able to move while using health items, and also
They're going above 75.
basically taking off the limits as to certain ones of them,
Yeah.
limiting your cap. Yeah, I'm curious myself. I have my own thoughts on them, but I think they have a trade-off. I have no heals at all. Just fun. See, like, these guys are just going to keep looting.
I mean, that is one reason to stick around if you're just lacking something important.
Yeah, except that right now, since I have no boost and I have I have a really crappy gas mask, doesn't seem super wise.
Yeah.
Honestly, Kendall's is a loot whore. The one of the new license plates in the season is definitely named after him.
See, but that's not fair because he always complained that the level 3 satchel was too generous.
No, he didn't. No,
he didn't?
No, I complained.
That was
about
you?
that.
Oh, I could have sworn he did.
Oh no, he is. Yeah, he's absolutely a loot fiend.
Walk around with like 3 jugs of gas and... I remember he killed me once, and then he looted me, and he was like, "You had like something like 300 rounds of ammo. What are you doing with this one?"
Ooh, okay, alright.
Wow, what's going on? You saw that semi on the left, I'm sure. Was that who it was, or was it people in those buildings?
No, somebody sniped.
Okay.
Oh shit, hi.
Well, you do have that spiked lumber.
You too.
Try to make use of it here. You can get a good angle on him.
Oh, shit!
See, that's what I like to see.
Oh lord. Okay.
Yeah,
We're all gonna die, you guys. We're all. Oh, and there's somebody on that roof.
Wow. You guys just went right into it, didn't you? Oh,
Everybody's
wait.
here.
This is your chance. Yeah. And you're out of healing items.
Not
Oh,
out.
just above
Never
you.
had. Oh, maybe Eddie will come save me.
I'm sure. I'm sure that will... Wait a
Oof.
second.
That was about as well as I expected myself to do.
Well, thanks for a little bit of the free XP, Farren. I appreciate it.
I definitely got sandwiched between like at least 2 teams there.
Yeah, there was one on your left just coming along. I think it was 1 semi and 2 cars, and but
Alright,
I couldn't tell they were all together because they seemed to be hitting each other just as much as hitting you. So
No, I mean, as soon as my car was about to go, I had to get out, but that was the end of me. And I just drove right on by. No
Yeah, he's
vengeance,
like, well.
you guys. Don't worry about it.
it's too bad for Farren, guys.
Go
Let's
find
go.
somewhere some loot, some more.
I just unlocked that camo skull paint for the truck.
Nice. Yeah, I'm curious if what you guys think about Season 2 loot items compared to Season 1 loot items. I think there's a lot of them that I like even better than the Season 1 stash.
I'm personally looking forward to like decking out my semi a lot more than I have right now. There are just so many really good, like up the gallows and the one that looks like a crow's nest. Is pretty
Yeah, the
awesome.
crow's nest was one of my favorites. An old dusted over skate park. That's actually really cool.
Oh,
Do some stunts with the motorcycle. Or we could just add a vehicle that's a skateboard with skateboard attachments.
I did tell you about that German request, right?
Eddie was telling me something about that.
Yeah.
What's the
I forget the
vehicle
term of
they
the,
have?
I'm gonna look it up the term of the name, but basically what it is it's 2 boards with 4 wheels, but they're on at asymmetrical joints, and so you walk like this, kind of like
What?
little pedals as you go.
Oh wow, like an elliptical?
Yeah, but it's like off, any sort of track or container, and you're just like going.
So it's
on
like
the road.
like a free elliptical?
Yeah.
Huh.
So Ollie Pocket, one of the streamers that played, she's from Germany, and she said that you put this in as a vehicle in your game, and instantly you'll have 20,000 new German fans.
I
come
mean,
play
if I
the
can
game.
guarantee that, if we can get some pre-orders on that.
There you go. So I did her a concept art. I took one and put spikes on the spokes.
Nice.
Some
Nice.
barbed wire around the wheels and see how
Yeah,
that worked out.
that's awesome. One of the ones we joked about a lot early on is the people who just take like a couch and put a motor on it, wheels. We're like, gotta be one
Nice.
of those.
You do that Lego movie, double decker couch.
Yeah.
Well, with wheels, that's even better.
So they just drove out into the storm to come loot. They don't care about my life. They don't care about my death.
They didn't even give it a second thought.
Nope. They honked.
I'm surprised you remembered you were in the party.
They honked as they went by. Just kind of like the equivalent of pouring one out for me, I guess.
You should have a pouring one out for you emotion, but instead of alcohol, it's like just oil, and then you just let it fire.
No, it's moonshine. You have
Well,
to
that makes
give
sense.
up a moonshine for it.
Oh, what do you think about that? I think
Otherwise,
when
it's
we
not
launched
pouring one out.
when we launched the game, people saw the moonshine. They're like, I wish moonshine could be used both as a health item and a gas item.
Yeah, a lot of people say
Or
that.
the
Honestly, I really like the idea of that. It's just more of a UI thing because we only have one button to consume things. So
I guess if you just like maybe walk up to it, I figured it out. But it did sound neat.
yeah, it's kind of a cool idea. Or just let you drink the gasoline.
That should be all the moonshine. Instead of making just moonshine, if you things like the small ones, turpentine, the second level one is it, low octane. Third one's a diesel only.
See, this one, that just makes me want to talk about things I can't talk about yet.
Ah, there's other stuff planned for the works, huh?
There are things on the horizon that I'm very excited about.
I haven't fully divulged our route to go, but we do have some ideas we want to throw your guys' way at some point. We'll hold off on that for now, but leave that for another stream day.
Definitely working on some exciting things for the future of Fractured Lands.
So Gemskill says a carnival. It's a
Carnival.
POI.
Yeah, that let's just say other people at the studio have been giving that one some serious thought.
We do have that clown vanity for the hood.
We do. My favorite vanity, which is why it was top prize in season 1.
Now, wouldn't it be interesting, actually? Let's take this, for example. You look at some of the vanity we have, and, there's themes that go along with it. What if we started skewing some of the POIs to, like, resemble some of the vanities? So it's like, this came from that POI, or this is, like, tribe associated. You could have a clown tribe.
We could have a taxi
The taxi crew.
Depot.
Yeah, there you go.
taxi lot. Well, police station is another thing that
Yeah, like
been
just
discussed.
officers. Kendall's, you gonna go after these easy
Get
kills?
him.
Come on.
Ah.
That was perfect.
I mean, probably not. Eddie plays pretty cautiously with his semi-truck.
It does.
He'd rather use it as a big, beefy piece of cover.
I did have that one game where I ran over 5 people in a row with this semi truck.
Oh, wow.
They were all surrounding one of the buildings, shooting at me, and for some reason, none of them bothered to go in the building, and I just kind of took them all out all at once. So,
What do you guys think about this strategy that of just like hanging out outside this or inside the storm? I don't know how I feel about that.
I almost never do it myself.
And that was definitely, for better or for worse, that was definitely one of the consequences of some of the healing changes.
That you could just do it a lot more often.
Because, I mean, bandages now, or duct tape now, does a lot more for you outside the storm than it used to.
But I will.
But they
sorry,
weren't. They were kind of near obsolete before that, so I'm sure people have varying opinions on that.
I just kind of held on to them as much as I had them and used them if I couldn't run into anything else, but you're right, so.
I really like the hanging bridge POIs with the cars.
I'm going to compliment our verticality. I really like some of the POIs and the range of height we have.
Yeah, definitely. Highways were something that kind of thematically fits. Ooh, there was a guy to your left. Am I seeing things?
I was on a team with Dean once, and I was running below the highway, and he was running above, and someone was attacking us. We kind of went after two different angles.
Nice. But yeah, I agree. I really like the highway overpasses as something that add verticality to the world.
Oh, there you go. Oh, they got good eyes. Watch out. I've been copying like some famous streamers like Shroud. Whenever I stand and fire, I'm always bobbing them back and forth.
Oh yeah, you gotta dupe and weave.
Man. I think that sparkler bomb is actually a good distraction there. He kept on pointing his aim at it, so his reticle was going right to it.
Yeah, mostly that was created as something to kind of cover your footsteps when you're approaching, but people use it for some interesting ways.
Eddie especially, he loves
just chucking them all over the place. I mean, they're free to throw once you pick them up, so may as well. I use them for comedy purposes mostly.
Maybe like after a kill or just before you.
Nah, just like wait till someone's deeply entrenched and I really need a grenade, and just throw a sparkler.
Scare them a little bit. I mean, like you said, since it's free to throw, it's kind of like, we'll just see what happens.
Sometimes I'll just throw them just to get to the next item because it's faster. I'll be like, well, this is good.
Exactly.
But actually, we're talking about some things we want to do to that as well to make it a little bit more useful.
It's almost like he wasn't shooting with it. That's better.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, they tried. That was a risky push going up that steep hill. Was not something I would have done. Even me.
Maybe like on the other side it would have been easier. But
I like these because they double as a sightline blocker and a bit of a damager in a tight spot.
got a couple hits in.
Run, my friend, run. Oh, you got it. No. Oh, that's the wrong way.
Yeah.
Wrong way.
Maybe he can't tell where he's getting shot from.
Can.
No, he's already able to circle. Oh,
shit. Everybody is just pushing up this hill.
Wow.
Some brave folks. Oh, that's working, though. Oh, Kendall's is down.
I think he's got two people after him there.
Kendall's is down. Oh, it's all up to Chris now. Oh, he's running. Probably the wise choice.
He may have been on your team, but I don't necessarily think we should be.
Ooh. Yeah. I don't know. He didn't save me. So, he's dead to me.
Uh-oh. Sir John Cheese posted something on Discord.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I'll get us to that while you watch the rest of this match.
Love it, Cheese. What is this one?
That's pretty good.
That's amazing.
Even got the title change.
The RoboPop. Yes. Yes. See, we got to make these into some movie posters in the world.
You got my helmet and everything. That's awesome. Nice job. Nice job. I think I like this one better than the rest. He's got that level 3 mask, but it's almost gone. Well, it's just him and two other people. I think he can manage it. We're all a little tense. Oh. Nice.
Ah, there we go. See, I did that. That was all me, you guys.
Congratulations,
It was
Farren.
all me. Oh, thank you.
That
Thank
was
you.
an amazing
thank
job you did. All right. You want to do another match, or you want to
Sure.
tag
I'm gonna
team
get.
someone
I'm gonna
else?
get something
okay.
to elevate my hand.
Here, let me tend to our chat a little bit while
If
you
I can do
go
that,
look for
I
some
can-
stuff. All right, there goes a little bit of that audio drop while I talk to chat a little bit, and Farren gets ready for another match. Why is my camera light so bad? I don't know. It was better earlier. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so as you can see, we are in one of the Unbroken Studios conference rooms. We have a decent setup here, nice couch. Let me give a better look of it. So yeah, this is what we're working with.
Well, Kendall's just telling me that they had plenty of boosts, so I didn't have to die. But you know, sometimes you die.
Sometimes you die.
Sometimes you die. It's not so bad. Doesn't hurt at all.
That's the tagline. Do you know that tagline? Prepare to die. Where's that from?
Inigo Montoya, you mean?
No,
You killed my father.
That's a
Prepared to
movie
die.
line. It's a game tagline.
Oh, okay,
Can you
so,
recognize what the game might be?
It's a video game. Prepared to die.
Prepared to die. That's the tagline. In fact, I'll even give a better hint. It's part of a series, and they use that same tagline for every.
Is it Japanese?
It is Japanese.
Is it in like the?
But you know, that's
is it in the Souls genre?
You guessed it. That is.
Oh
the
yeah,
Dark
is it
Souls
Dark Souls?
tagline,
There you go.
Prepare to die.
You know what? I didn't even know that. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I intuited it, just based on
Yeah,
what other
reputation
game
it has,
what other
right?
game do you spend a bunch of time getting ready to die?
Yeah.
So there you go. It's a good tagline.
Yeah, I think it's something just as clever for a box product.
We do.
Someday.
We got Drive to Survive. We have Ride or Die.
Maybe not prepare to die. Prepare to drive.
Prepare to drive.
That's terrible.
Prepare to drive. Prepare to get your learner's permit.
Prepare to get one of those stickers. Looks kind of like corn. It's yellow and green.
Wait, but Kendall's not even here.
And then why do you tell you to ready up?
That,
And Otto Octavius left the party. Apparently.
huh?
Let's see what happens.
I wonder if Kendall's is really there and that was a bug.
All right, can you switch over to game and camera on this side?
No,
I'll help you.
I cannot. Nope,
So
you
press
got-
the Windows button. Thank you. Game and camera. And then I'll take you back here, and you're all set.
Okay, we do have Kendall's. False alarm.
Worked out fine. Same team. Don't mess with success.
Yeah, we'll call that a success. I mean, technically, it was. So
What
maybe
more do you want?
Well, maybe I should die next time.
Do you want to be there at the
unceremoniously.
beginning, or do you want to be there?
Why would I mess with the strategy that worked?
I mean, you're a director. This is you delegating your work to others.
Yeah, well, see, normally when I play on a
Team
team,
running.
I actually am more like the tactician.
Okay.
That is my skill. I'm not as good with the, aiming of the guns or hitting things with the guns.
But you can set the markers and the way.
No, yeah, I play other games with Kendall's all the time, and we actually have a pretty good, tactical relationship.
Okay.
But Inflatable doesn't listen ever at all, and so he'll just throw a whole wrench in it, and then Kendall spends all the time yelling at him, and then I can't get Kendall's attention.
You guys head southwest 150. All right, Roger. I'm going to 195.
Inflatable will just push on everybody. That's his deal. So if you ever see him, you can probably easily bait him.
I mean, there's plenty of times I've been in teams with him where he will be the lead in terms of where we go, but then he will still break off and go somewhere else. And we're like, hey, I thought we were all in these. Okay,
Yeah.
see you later.
Yeah, so I usually I enjoy being the kind of the tactician in the group.
He's not right here. to
Now
defend
that doesn't
himself.
mean that I follow my own advice incredibly well, but I can tell Eddie what to do really well.
Sometimes you have to improvise.
Yeah.
But I like that team description. You are the tactician, and he's easily led. Perfect.
I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious if anybody else does this trick, where in the pregame lobby, you look around for loot, and then mark it. and come back for it when the game starts. Because if anyone did not know, the loot is already seated in the pregame lobby. So if you were to spend that time waiting, looking for, you know, happening to stumble upon like a level 3 armor or an LMG, you can actually go find that during the match.
And the markers remain all the way through.
Oh, you know what? They might reset.
Maybe
I'm
you
not
can just
100% sure, but you can remember.
eyeball
you know.
the location.
But I think they may persist, and if they don't, we're going to fix it.
27.
I'm going to go north, assuming they went the same way. But oh, you are our 5th teammate.
Well,
like-
welcome,
like-
Sir John Cheese.
Like, really, you are?
Look at your map. Let's see.
Oh, hello. Cool. That's interesting.
Could it be because Otto had left at one point?
That actually, because he left literally right before we got pulled into the match, and I wonder if that created that issue. It's interesting. Well, we'll see how we do with 5, I guess. That's interesting. I wonder if it will count him on our team.
Well, now you have even more license to die early if you feel like.
That just means less photoshopping time for John.
Oh, that's true. Oh, well.
Oh,
I guess that
inflatable's
that
gone.
solves
so I
that
guess-
problem.
Why isn't Kendall's moving?
Is he not fully loaded
All
in?
right,
Is he not
John,
aware?
roll with us. Roll with Robopop. Let's go, Team
Let's
Robopop.
do this.
And you can talk to me on Twitch.
Dead or alive,
actually
you're
better.
coming with me.
It's actually better than the rest of my teammates can do.
Yeah, there's a little food on here. Gross.
On your phone.
No, on the microphone.
Inflatable died. Oh yeah, something really weird's going on.
Is everyone else like just hanging back?
No, Inflatable died and is. I feel like Kendall's didn't actually get into the game because he was just AFK. So John was trying to get into his truck, but he wasn't moving.
This book keyboard configuration you have going here reminds me of Fatality's like guitar style keyboard play where he play FPS is standing up.
Oh, nice.
This be part of his gear setup.
This is as good a place as any for 2 of us.
Just the 2 of us. We will find some really nice loot.
Oh, see, yeah, I hear him talking to Josh. Like he's on a different team.
Well, that's weird.
That like last minute team switch really messed with our matchmaking. Yeah,
Something else to write to
that's-
Kevin if he doesn't
that's
already
why,
know about it.
That's why we play our game.
Yeah. No, you did it. Now he's gonna make even more movie posters in my face of it. It sounds like someone's already getting shot at. Was that a car?
No. Or, oh shoot.
You didn't have a
Oh
weapon
no,
yet.
I don't have a gun.
Maybe they won't stop.
Oh god.
Maybe someone will shoot at them and make them stop.
Oh god.
Well, people are getting run over at least. Don't forget you have a car weapon.
I have what?
You have a car that is a weapon, so to speak.
I was like, I didn't think of a car weapon.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Kendall's
Oh, there
gone.
goes Kendall's. And Otto's nearly gone too. I think it's a level 3.
Hmm?
It's a level 3. Yeah.
Oh, hi.
And 2. Well,
All right. Well.
that was fun while it lasted.
Well. Wow.
So he's all the way back in the
our-
refinery.
So he's actually on our team, even though he.
And so much for that.
And now our team's wiped. Yeah, definitely Kendall's was not on our team. He's still alive. I can hear him out there. I wonder if he saw his own name in the obituaries. Yay! Celebration. Is the car flip time going to be shorter at some point? So actually, the philosophy behind that being so long, I will speak on behalf of Kendall's our lead designer, is actually to encourage folks to continue to seek out the jump jet wheels to flip their car instantly.
Indeed.
So back before you could flip your car, you used to have to get that, and essentially the car flip was added in order to kind of take away those worst case scenarios where you would flip your car immediately at the beginning of the match, or long before you had time to loot. There's some hot debate internally and externally over that car flip time, but that is definitely Kendall's philosophy behind it. So, as with all things, please continue to send feedback, and it'll continue to be evaluated. But if you, in the meantime, definitely try the strategy of either the bike does not flip, or at least very rarely flips, and the jump jet wheels are definitely a good thing to either put on your car immediately, or you can always carry them in your trunk as kind of almost like a car jack type of a situation.
But keep in mind, though, if they do have it in their trunk, they cannot put it on their car after they flipped.
Oh, is that a bug?
No, it's intentional. So the idea is
really?
If you get out, if you're in your car and you don't have those jump jet wheels on, and say they're in your trunk or something, the only thing you can do is get out of your car, and if you want to modify your car, you can't until it is flipped over.
Oh, right. Because you can't modify it.
So you must flip it first.
Okay. Yeah.
It's only a preemptive measure.
That actually could be one thing discouraging people from using them. So that would be an interesting thing to hear from you guys.
Yeah.
About.
Maybe modify that and say the timer or something.
Right, and that was in order for people to not be able to get into the vehicles while they were flipped and exploit. So, it's definitely something that we're continuing to look at. I know it's what I would actually even more endeavor to do, and we are endeavoring to do right now, is reduce the frequency where the car flip doesn't work.
Right.
Because I think what really eats at people is when they invest 20 seconds and then the car doesn't turn all the way over, and we are heavily looking into that issue.
Maybe it goes to its side, or
whenever it flips to
or
its side, or sometimes it just especially with the semi truck, I've seen it just not give it enough oomph.
Yeah.
And obviously that's very obnoxious.
I do love the imagery, though, of a person literally flipping a car like they would a table. Like the way with that table emote.
Well, see, you've got to work yourself up for a good 20 seconds to get mad enough to hulk a car over like that. That's how it works.
Maybe
you can't just,
Here's an idea. This isn't going in necessarily. I'm just throwing it out there.
Oh yeah, I like Robert suggesting design ideas live.
I do it all the time.
Yeah,
and everyone loves it.
Especially designers love it when people do that. All right, what's your idea?
What if you threw on the spray can before you did a flip, which reduced the timer?
I like that. The rage spray.
That helps you do
hulking it over.
Exactly.
I actually really like that idea. Look at that. Robert had a good idea. Don't let it go to your head, Robert. Besides, that doesn't necessarily mean Eddie will think it's a good idea.
That's true. It's very true.
I've tried to make sure that my job as a creative director does not supersede Eddie's job as the lead designer.
She's very diplomatic in that regard.
So I definitely, also, just don't want to have everything go through one person.
Yeah.
Because we strive to be a community-driven game with community-driven consequences and feedback and everything like that, which
we're in this together.
We are in this together.
Just like that.
Without you guys, there is no fractured
song.
lands. There's a very empty, fractured land.
Let's fill it up with more bodies to kill.
Yep, that's the goal. More bodies to kill, and again, we're working on. I think I can safely say we're working on a lot more things to do in the fractured lands.
Yeah.
I think is a good diplomatic, safe way to say it.
I can't believe you said that, Farren.
More
These
things
promises
to
you're
do.
giving
Oh,
them.
more things to do.
Oh. That almost looks like there was a taped together. Right? Yeah, the SMG with the sparkler on it.
That would actually be kind of rad.
Wait, I was gonna say. That almost did your level 3. So,
did John die? That's an interesting question since we can't see him as the 5th. It does seem that it either didn't really consider him on our team, considering we didn't flip to him and
can
spectate
you see him on
him.
the map if you press M?
I cannot.
I see 2 bodies at least, but I don't know who those are.
Yeah. I don't think it's him, but it could be. No, that's around where I died. Interesting.
Oh, I am so happy now that we have names on the map. That fills my heart with joy.
For sure. You mean the names of the areas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Too often we're saying, go to that one area that has the things and trying to remember.
Yeah, I mean,
about.
it's the way development works is interesting because that was kind of one of those things that was on the top of our in the top of our middle priorities list for a very long time. But of course, much more of our resources were dedicated towards performance and optimization and things like that. So it's nice now that we're kind of on the other side of a lot of that we're able to actually kind of go back and put in some of those quality of life type of things.
John has verified that he is dead.
John, you are dead. I'm sorry, John. Now you have more time to Photoshop.
So get to it. Chop chop.
I personally love the antler handlebars.
Yeah, those are nice.
It's definitely another one of my favorites. I'd also say one of the most fun things that for working on this game in general has been coming up with the vanity items and watching them come to life has been like really, really awesome. I think that we have more vanity opportunities than a lot of other games being, I don't know how many other games let you kind of really customize up a vehicle, especially not in like really bizarre ways.
Major has a lot of the vanity. He must have been grinding pretty hard on the season so far.
Yeah, this is awesome actually to see. We definitely slowed down our season progression, but the trade-off being we're giving this one a much longer season, so I'm kind of curious to see people who play really dedicated, and getting through it. I like drove his motorcycle all the way up in the second floor.
He's doing a weird science movie.
He really
wants
wants
the motorcycle in the room.
Yeah, he definitely wants to protect that thing. I love it.
He's holding, I think, is that called the bone grinder?
This one is called the Bone Splitter.
Bone splitter, that's right.
That was another thing that was immensely fun, was naming the melee. And if you guys are paying attention to the obituaries, every different unique melee weapon has its own verb. So you split people with the bone split, or with the
like you said,
let's say you carve people with the I don't remember all of them. The gore saw you saw people with. So it's definitely.
I appreciate that attention to disgusting detail.
Yes.
So to speak.
Yes.
Our priorities in the right place.
One of my favorites is the skull miner. You mine people with the skull miner.
That sounds like a fun, useful melee weapon.
To mine skulls.
To mine skulls.
That's how you get smarter.
Well, yeah, I mean.
You pick people's brains. Ha! All right.
You slay me.
All right. No, you
downed.
slay people with the new top of the season broadsword.
Which no one has, I'm sure.
I'm sure nobody has that, but you slay enemies with that.
It is beautiful. I did tease that as an image once on the Discord before Season 2 came out. I took a close-up shot of just the skull and the hilt, and I said, what would this look like to you? What do you imagine this to be?
That's I wanted to get some like kind of old-fashioned Conan the Barbarian feeling weapons in, where vanity items in. So we have the broadsword, we have the chainmail armor, or top and skirt. We have the bone greaves.
My mind immediately went to Highlander.
Oh yeah, Highlander. Yeah, sure. Really, what is Highlander if not for one big battle royale?
Exactly.
One universal cosmic battle royale. In the end, there can be only one.
You know what we should do is have maybe some seasonal holidays based on movie releases.
Yeah.
And change instead of Ruler of the Wasteland to like some. There could only be one.
Hey, if the license holders for Highlander are listening right now, I'm in. I think we know the next. I think we might have inspired the next Discord Photoshop.
You know, my son is named Gabby, so it fits perfectly. Oh! Major, heal up. Don't take the risk. Get away from those windows.
You know, him driving his motorcycle up the stairs also reminded me of oh my god. Don't start sentences you can't finish, Farren.
Oh, there's two people on that bridge. Watch out. I know you're listening to every word I'm saying.
What Arnold movie am I thinking of? You guys?
Arnold
help
movie
me,
with
help me out with the motorcycle.
Terminator?
No.
There's a motorcycle in Terminator.
Brain fart.
Does he drive it in a house? Is what you're
No,
referring
he
to?
doesn't. He chases it. He's on. He
Oh,
is on a
True
horse.
Lies.
True Lies. Thank
True
you.
Lies.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
You know, I stayed at the hotel that took place in.
Oh, nice.
Have you been there before?
Did you ride a horse up the stairs?
I should have.
I don't know if I've been in the hotel or not.
It's in downtown LA. It's not far. And it's funny, too, because if you go in the lobby, they have posters on frames of all the movies that are filmed there.
Oh, nice.
But truly, True Lies had a
True
greater
Lies, yes.
representation.
So I want to see somebody take their motorcycle up all the different floors and then jump it into a pool. I will put a pool next to one of these buildings just to make that happen.
We should have that line from him. And you dare call us terrorists! Or maybe a nice Tia Carrere reference. She had her own Indiana Jones style show once called Relic Hunter.
Oh yeah?
It was on I think probably like the WB network or something like that.
Never saw that. Never saw that. But Eliza Dushku is in True Lies
That's right, she is.
as a youngin. She has had multiple runs on the WB.
Don't forget Jamie Lee Curtis, best known for Halloween and those Activia commercials. And nothing else.
How do you guys feel about the motorcycle reverse?
Oh,
I know that
Austin powered it.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can do it. It's a 16-point turn, but you can get out.
He's almost got it.
Nope.
Just grinding against those walls.
Yeah, cut. There we go. There you go.
He's out.
I know the motorcycle reverse bothers the purists, but he would be pretty screwed without it.
That's true.
I wish we had the animation budget to have him scoot back on the motorcycle, but I don't think anybody would have really liked that from a gameplay point of view.
Gemskill asks if we'll have another free weekend anytime soon.
Sometime in the near future, I'm sure.
Yeah, nothing announced right now. In fact, I would even say probably not until at least next year.
Okay, that's fair.
So nothing in December. But I will say that our game was on sale at 30% off when we launched season 2, and we will have another 30% off sale in the near future. So look forward to that. So yeah, if you have any friends who are like, I want to buy it, but only for $17.99 or so.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what they say, but only for I don't know, $17.99.
That seems more like what I can afford right now.
$18, I'm out. At $17.99.
Sure, that'll do. That was a question that came up this morning, and
Oh, I saw that on
saw
Discord.
that.
The mixed horn, like universal horns. Mostly the reason we did that is we want to keep a little bit personality on the vehicles, because I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, we could have put the clown hood on the semi truck when it came out, or we could have put the antlers on the car, but kind of the idea is the motorcycles have these kind of like taunty, high pitched type of horns, and the semi truck has these kind of big, beefy, like intimidating ones, and we wanted you to be able to kind of hear coming what vehicle was coming at you.
That's a really good point.
If
How
I
do know
heard
it's
if I
coming?
heard shave and a haircut kind of coming down the road, and then it was a big beefy semi truck, it might be a little confusing.
What
but-
happened to his motorcycle?
What did happen to his motorcycle? Oh dear.
Major, is everything okay?
I think he is.
Are you having a stroke?
I think he's currently writing a ticket, probably. Christmas events. What would you guys like to see for Christmas? Or the holidays, rather, because Fractured Lands is a non-denominational wasteland. Definitely, it exists in a world beyond holidays.
I don't even know if it's by choice. They probably
Oh,
don't even
exactly.
remember
No,
what
I'm
the
just
different
saying. I'm saying, like,
origins are.
there definitely is nobody's celebrating Christmas in this apocalypse.
We could have like a evil Santa.
One
That's all they remember now.
one Christmas vanity I really would like to do though is a Stranger Things inspired Christmas lights with the letters
That would be great.
on maybe across a car hood. That would be fun.
What would it spell?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't unless
put you on
we,
the spot
unless we
here.
animated all the lights. I don't know. But ugly Christmas sweater. That is a good one.
Nice.
That is a good one. Ugly Christmas sweater.
And that phrase so easily.
Oh,
I could snag on so many things in this
ugly
world.
Christmas sweater is such a good idea. I like it. What would it depict? This ugly Christmas sweater.
Maybe license plate with Christmas lights lining around it.
Oh, that's cute. That's definitely cute. I like that.
Maybe they could spell out "tis the
Like
season."
a license plate frame
There you go.
around it. Deer skull with a red nose. I like it.
That's not bad.
This is a good one.
You need someone to like run in here with a pad and paper and go, oh, okay.
Oh, that's all. It's all up here. Oh no!
Oh.
Oh, you are gonna be dead. Oh,
was-
there he goes. That he
That
didn't
was a
even,
beautiful death.
He didn't even try to move a little bit. It was definitely also Austin Powers move. Oh.
Nice.
Okay, we got Mao. These are some devs. This is one of our level level designers right here fixing his vehicle. And who's he with? That's
Wow.
Oh, all right.
Congratulations.
Oh, Vicky came
Sorry,
back
that was
in.
right next to my car.
Came back
Sorry.
in and won.
You can hear the celebration outside, perhaps. Very nice.
Yes,
Would you care to do another one? Are you
I'm down.
you good?
I'm down.
I don't want to tire you out. Or give you other things to do.
I never get tired of playing Fractured Lands.
All right.
Unless you'd
Shining
rather
endorsement.
get somebody in here who actually can like survive for more than 5 minutes. That's
You did okay
that's,
that first round.
If
The
that's
second
what
round
you're trying to,
was
if that's what you're trying to say, Robert, you can
Are you
just come
sure
right
you're
on and
here?
say it.
Have you watched like Netflix for a while and then you leave it alone and says, "Are you still watching what you're watching?"
I am gonna go ahead and Can we restart though? Because oh no, okay, we're fine.
It caught up. It got its time.
All right. See if we can join. Let's join Jimmy's team.
No, if he wants us.
Jimmy will do us right.
That's a
Wow.
rare occurrence to get Jimmy on board. There's no VoIP here, and he trash talks me quite often.
Oh, yeah.
I would not be upset if you savage us this a little bit.
Oh yeah, so you trash talk you all the time. Popsicle and Ruffles share an office, so
He's giving me a bad reputation, and I can do that on my own.
oh, you want your very own special yarmulke. Well, we don't have any head vanity, but I don't
Be a
know,
hair
maybe,
replacement.
maybe into a hair, but that I don't know. That's getting a little
See, but then
getting
you
a
gotta
little
do
religious.
a monk ring, and then you gotta do.
Getting a little religious for me.
You
The
gotta do that
apocalypse
Dragon
here.
Ball, 3 eyes.
The third eye. That's definitely not a Dragon Ball.
No, but like the one that's
originated
of course,
thing.
obviously. I'll back away from that one.
Bandana skins for the gas masks. Like, you mean like bandanas over the gas masks, or like paint jobs for the gas masks? I'll just play random. Play with random folks.
And you'll be a good boot. Ice skates. Just.
Yeah,
How
there
to
you
do
go. So or snowshoes.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Goggles for the forehead. Yeah, I do. I actually also want to do goggles for the forehead as well. You know, it's funny because when we did that key art, I mentioned the fact that you could not put the goggles up on your forehead, and that everybody would want to do it when they saw it. So it's funny being right all the time, John.
But the best part is that she's humble about it.
But yeah, that definitely. I want to do like a cracked one, and it's put up onto the forehead. So I'll keep that one in the old brain backlog. Let's see who we with. I don't know any of these folks. Yay! We're
You don't know
with
Wrath
community
192? Or
personally.
Bean?
I don't know. I don't know them personally. We're not friends.
The one I don't
in
recognize
real
is
life.
Narca. So welcome to the party, man.
Hi, everybody. I'm sorry that I'm on your team. I'm sorry that this is happening to you. Yeah, like this. Oh, the skin just changes the gas mask in general with bandana. That would be cool. Yeah, I mean, on a long enough timeline, I would love to eventually have customizable versions of some of the pickups. So being able to
You
like,
set it in advance, and that's what
yeah,
shows
kind of
up.
being able to customize some of your vehicle parts and your armor and stuff. So keep hang in there, Fractured Lands community, because there's, as you can probably imagine, there's like almost no end to the things that we could do with this game if we are able to keep drawing the people in.
Yeah. Let's bring in more people, more reasons to play. We'll have more stuff to do, for sure. And this is a good start. You know, I think the scheduled play dates are going to be great.
Yeah, we're in the studio. We're having a lot of fun with them. Here's another just open-ended question for the viewers. What is your favorite existing vanity item, whether it is something you've unlocked or not?
You mentioned you really like that clown hood.
I like the clown hood. That's definitely one of my favorites for the car. I also really like these rears that are on this the car right now. The crosses with the ropes strung between them. This one just changes the silhouette of the car in a way I really like.
That front is one of my favorites. The buzzsaws on the hood, as well as the gas masked skull man.
Robert, he's asking, will we always accompany these play days with a stream like this?
Yes. Going forward, yes. So some days we'll do these streams where we're just playing and casually talking about whatever and just chit-chatting with the community. But we have a lot of other activities too. So there's some other things we want to do. But we won't interrupt play days. Play days will always be us streaming and playing the game. Mm-hmm. And then maybe we'll do extra streams where we can do some other things.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to kind of rotate some of the devs in here too, so you guys can get to know more of them. See people who are better than me play. The taxi skin is also one of my favorites. After we did the police siren with the police paint job, I definitely tried to do more of those for season 2.
Uniformed cars.
Yeah, well, basically you can get a couple different parts and kind of pair them together. Like this season, we have the shark fin in front, and we have the kind of fins in the rear.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
We have the taxi cab. We have the chainmail outfit with the kind of barbarian-like stuff. Let's see, what's my
I love the new full spiked head piece, the haircut.
The haircut, yeah.
That's amazing.
You like the Goku?
I think
It's supposed to come off
like a Sex Pistols kind of look.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. Some people call it the Goku, which I think is hilarious. But yes, it's definitely kind of supposed to be that. Ooh, yes.
Nice, right away.
There we go. See,
now you're all set.
This is why you go to the refiner. And soon we'll see the reasons why I don't, but at least for now.
I almost immediately go into that crouch and try to find some good crouching positions just to hide my position. Doesn't always pay. Oh! On your team, that's good. There are so many people usually here that I hear gunfire and I can't always tell where it is.
I'm gonna back him up / hide behind him, whatever you want to call it.
Who are they even shooting?
Ooh,
that person.
Okay, that person is no more.
Someone else?
Oh shit!
Oh.
Yes.
That almost looked like they ducked under your line of fire.
Did they fall?
Yes.
Gotta get some heals. What I've learned about the refinery is it is smarter to live and fight another day. Oh! Oh, thank you. You saved me. Will you pick me up? You will. You're good teammates.
Wrath 192.
This never happens to me in Fortnite. Nobody ever picks me up in Fortnite.
They're like, well, see ya.
See, who would have thought that the apocalypse would have more
brings people together.
Altruism in it? All right. Oh, that's close. Still no boost for me. Oh,
Your ammo's on like that too. Oh, right there on the left.
it's so
Right there on
dark.
the other door.
I'm out of ammo.
Might be someone down there. Oh, your teammate. Need your help. And you have 7 rounds. Can you do it in 7?
Well, he is dead.
Oh.
He is definitely no more. You know what? For the sake of the stream, I'm not going to charge in there and get myself killed. It's not a good.
Take your own advice. Live another day.
Uh,
Are they still in there? I thought I saw dust. Oh, no, that was just shine. Nope, behind you. They were in there. All along.
Oh no, that's my friend. Where did he get killed from?
You outside? Windows are wide there. Oh. Oh, it's on the left.
Oh. Yep. Well.
It was a good philosophy.
So next week we'll be featuring one of our better developers. Maybe we'll get Kendall's in here next week. And we also got we'll set this room up a little bit better because this is. I'm squinting across the room.
That's indeed. Well, it's not that bad right
Sun
here.
was in my
It's a little better
eyes,
now.
and.
Oh, do you want like a right next to your monitor kind of thing, or do you want to
Yeah.
sit here maybe?
I don't know. We'll work something out.
Or we could push it over here and you can see something else.
We'll work something out. I'm just full of excuses.
Thursday night tournaments would be awesome.
Blue flame car. Yep.
Tournaments in general is something we've been wanting to do since before we launched, but it's kind of one of those things where I want to make sure it's done right so that it seems fun and competitive.
The what? The what?
A tournament of some kind.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because I'd like one where we get people who don't always play with us every day to come in, but at the same time, I don't want them to feel like they're going up against a pro who's always going to destroy them. So
Yeah, like you guys wouldn't, obviously it wouldn't be very fair if I was in the mix.
exactly. It's like it's just an automatic win already.
Automatic. Yeah.
But yeah, so we will do something. Again, probably not before the new year, but I don't know. Maybe if I can come up with like a cool, fun, casual tournament in December.
I'd be curious. What would you guys want to see in the tournament? How would you want it to be run? Would it be a team tournament? Would it be solo?
It's rough. I've asked Eddie what he wants to do so many times, and I can't get good answers on him.
Oh, just hit him. Oh.
Oh, it's too late.
He didn't save his friend. Oh, that was Leon that went down. Oh wait.
He's picking up some stuff. Leon all this time didn't have a gun, huh? Or did he just ran out of ammo?
I don't know.
I haven't seen anybody pop out with a different tombstone, so.
Those are pretty high right now.
What's the earliest one, do you think? In 30s, 40s, maybe?
Maybe. Eddie actually laid him out this time. I laid him out last time. But it is high because there's it's a new feature, so there's I think 3 unlockables.
Yeah.
So they're not easy to get.
That's a cool idea though, and it solves a problem we had in a couple times where people would try to loot a body and it might be stuck in some geometry.
Yeah, that was the it's kind of a 2. It was a 2 for feature. We basically needed a proxy you could loot because syncing the physics of your body when you die is unreliable. So we wanted to kind of lay down a grave, and then we were like, well, be able to give people a final fuck you when you go down, which if you see the highest one that you can unlock is taken literally.
So Gemskill wants some EU-friendly dev play days, which I mentioned when we announced these that, I would love to do that. It's something I'm going to try to coordinate starting December sometime, because it's a little harder for us to do that considering a lot of the people come into the office 10, 11 o'clock, and EU play times kind of end around 10 or 11 o'clock. So what I'm going to see if I'm going to do is get a schedule going, maybe once a week, and that'd be great, because we do have a lot of really good EU players.
Mm-hmm.
Some are in this chat right here.
Sure.
I'd love to get them involved. We got a whispering Josh. Lamenting someone's success. Josh, speak your mind. It's okay.
No.
No, that's
I like to keep
okay.
the players that we have here.
Unreal Dev, everybody. Unreal Dev.
Rage quitting.
But yeah, Gem, I would love to get one going. So I will see what I can arrange in the studio.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we could do them every once in a while, or pick scheduled times to do them.
Heck, I'd even do the Aussie Asian schedule if I can manage it, but that's also a little odd time zone. That one is best done at like 8 or 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Or even later. Like that's probably the earliest we could do it.
Yeah.
Later than that, like their normal playtime are like 1, 2 a.m.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure plenty of
But
our
they could do it
devs
more
are
on the
playing,
show.
but we can't really do it from the office during
Yeah.
that time.
We're guaranteed, but we'll give it a shot. The Mark Can. He's been playing for a long time. I'm excited I didn't get to see Narco play much. I like when I see new names pop up. Hope we can keep them going for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I like to see other people's play stuff. I've seen our own developers play so much, I kind of know how everybody plays.
I love the quiet rumble that just kind of happens from the storm occasionally. We're like, well, it's a quiet place, and then you just hear that distant storm rumble.
So most of the vanity you guys mentioned is your favorites or vehicle vanity. More players, some more kills, some more XP. Yep,
Indeed.
definitely. One thing that we could also potentially do a little bit more often than free weekends is accelerated XP weekends, which is,
That's true.
let us know if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, and maybe we could pair it with occasional play dev days.
That really
Boost
helps
the XP a
for
bit.
players who already have the game and could be coaxed to come back. Like maybe Kaizu or O'Keefe or something like that.
Mhm.
He came back for a little bit. Kaizu did for the beginning of season 2, but doesn't play as frequently as he used to. So like, oh,
Mhm.
hey, if you were looking to get some of that vanity,
Yeah.
Here's a
You
good
kinda
chance to
come
come
back
back.
and play with us, get some XP boost going on.
yeah. I thought I saw on the left a hard little body piece. To miss it, or did I even misread it?
I didn't see it. So you're crazy.
I am.
Basically, I didn't see
It's
it.
true.
Therefore, you're crazy. it's my life philosophy.
It was like just out of their field of vision for like only a second. And
Yeah.
I'm like, could have sworn. Is that a little 2 head on the left or 1?
Oh damn! Did he already have that mask?
That's a 2, right?
That was a 2, yeah.
Is there going to be boosted experience for solo squad? So the boosted experience applies for both.
Yeah, when we boost our experience weekends, we do it for everything.
Yeah. So you play solo, you play squad, you still get the boost. Someone asked when we first announced Dev Days if we'll ever do Dev Days solo matches. So we're gonna have like 55 solo matches.
See, that could kind of feel a little bit more like the tournaments that they were asking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely could. I think everybody's right now pretty excited about the team mode, since it's obviously a little bit more earlier. But yeah, I think that every once in a while, keeping the solo game fresh would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
That way you get definitive proof that you guys are better than us.
They know it already, but it is nice to get a trophy to say so. That's an interesting idea. If we did give out a trophy, what would it look like?
We give
Couldn't
out
just give out a regular
for
trophy.
Faction Lance.
Or we could just like buy a regular
It would just be a
trophy.
regular. Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be a regular trophy with the guy's head off and.
Oh man, we had some pretty gory requests from the game first launched. I remember someone saying that for every kill that you got, they wanted like a finger hanging off the dashboard.
I wanted to do all sorts of stuff like that. It's actually funny how some of the devs tend to ring me back sometimes on some of my more twisted ideas.
We used to have like that was the idea that this would be like a much gorier game at some point.
I mean, It's pretty.
It's not bad. It's not gory.
That's not off the table.
Yeah.
It's more just, you know, again, like everything else, it's balanced what we
Sure.
prioritize and stuff. But again, keep it in your list of hopes, because as we continue to make more content for the Fractured Lands, you will definitely see more opportunities for that too.
Yeah. All right, warehouses.
Yeah, Robert and I are currently working on a plan. Ooh.
I saw that.
Yep.
Come on
All right,
out.
you
Come
scared
on
him.
out.
He's definitely flanking.
Man. Oh,
Use that grenade. Use that grenade.
aim.
Use that grenade.
This is your chance.
Or at least wait for your heals.
Like the fire when he was reloading.
I think that's just a little servicing.
But it was great because it's almost like a chaos reload. You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
I got him.
Yeah, but Robert and I are currently coordinating kind of our plan on announcing to y'all some of our upcoming plans. So definitely
So look forward
stay
to it.
tuned.
Yeah, there'll be some fun, cool stuff. Don't worry.
Kill tracker on the car. Oh,
Like a
you want to
notch.
actually see him marked off? That's funny.
Decorate hit on a stick. Oh, we misread them. So they're saying, will you get boosted experience if you're playing solo in squad?
Ah, okay. Actually, it is supposed to. I need to see where we're at with this, because the design is actually that the experience you earn as a squad gets divided by the number of players that started. So you actually should get more experience if you solo squad than if you join in with the team. So we need to look into that's working as designed.
Yeah, I haven't personally checked whether that.
I know at one point it was not, and I talked to some folks about it. So we need to follow. I would need to follow up on that, but that is the intended design. That if you queue by yourself, that you would basically be getting the XP that you would get from solo mode. Instead of having to split the bounty with everybody like you do.
See what's going on in Discord.
I can hear Kendall's is still alive. I hear him shouting from the other room.
I mean, that doesn't mean he's dead or alive, you know.
Yeah, he's saying gas station, gas station, gas station.
Oh,
So
that's true.
if anyone's near a gas station, look out.
Oh, they're hunting him. This did not bode well for that car.
I like this guy's bike.
Yeah, that's a good design. Well,
I also like that he's wearing the dirty shirt. Nobody wears the. Oh wow!
that was gutsy.
You flipped it from the bottom almost. That's pretty rad. Oh, I would use that jet booster. Or
Try to deal some side damage, maybe.
well, the motorcycle. If you use the jet boost, it is incredibly hard to hit you. So like I like to do strafing runs.
Whoa.
Whoa! Oh, this is a cool
Yeah.
like wide open car battle going on here.
Oh, don't drive away. Stick around.
I think this is an enemy, isn't it?
That's what I mean. It's like it's still fun to watch the whole match go take this.
Oh. Is he trying to ram him?
He is.
He's ramming a semi-truck? This is
You might have to get off
this
that
is a
thing.
brave soul. Oh, yeah, he's about to blow up. He's about to blow up. Because, yeah, the semi-truck doesn't have a lot of firepower, but if you get behind it and somebody's
bike's
on
on
that
fire.
gunner, oh yeah, this guy is bold.
It's the major.
He is plain bold. Yeah.
You can get the heat waves
What's
going.
a little fire on your vehicle?
It's still good. It's still good.
Between
Just dust it off.
Homer with the barbecue pig.
Thank you for the reference, guys.
Of course.
That's Rachel over there.
Collar with any tooth for every kill. I like that too.
You can't stay here forever.
Does he not have a repair kit? He's looking for a repair kit for his bike.
Level 3. I heard that too, like if you pour gas on a burning vehicle.
yeah, fueling it right now, probably not the safest endeavor.
And if we get Eddie on the stream, he's the code. How friendly he's at.
No repair kits. I
Man,
would assume that's what he's
there's
looking
gotta be
for.
something in this building. I ignored them so much. I feel like I never use them, and then as soon as I need them, I can't find any.
I definitely always try to have one.
I'll take a wrench just because the weight.
The,
on the edge is so
wrench
high.
for the bike, I'll take. But if you got a car, you got to take some a little bit. I guess he's
Yeah,
leaving
giving
the
up
bike.
on it. He just fueled it up. This one doesn't have anything on it. Bye.
Bye.
We're saying bye to some people here. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Josh has some cool glasses.
Those are some cool shades.
Alright, you made it out of the storm. Now what? So one of the rocks. The car up there, and that's his partner. So. What's that? Oh, in front of him. Oh no. I didn't see the name when it was on the map.
There's one of ours. I have profile name as one of our artists.
Yes.
Katoa is our lead artist.
Yes. She always comes to me in the morning with the wackiest ideas.
I love the wacky ideas. They're my favorite.
She said something today about getting a streamer to like make commercials or something for us. I'm like, well, making commercials is the first part.
Yeah, it's by that ad time. Is there going to be season 1 stats? What kind of stats would you want to see?
They already had the car, right? So we're, I mean, most people who work here at Unbroken have worked on lots of games, been in the industry for quite some time. Speaking of commercials, I remember, working at some pretty well-funded studios with some pretty well-funded projects, and people would often say, like, man, why don't I ever see a commercial for your game? And I'd say, oh, do you have, like, $3 million lying around? Because
Yeah.
that's typically how much they cost.
Oof, I was
in
on
development and airtime for those kind of things.
I was at Pandemic Studios when Mercenaries 2 released. We had the worst / best commercial ever.
Oh, yeah?
They wrote this really, really goofy song called "I Know You Didn't" because it was a revenge tale. But the "I Know You Didn't" kind of took off. They even used it in like a promo for like a football game at some point.
Wow.
But they had a commercial for it.
Nice.
And
Nicely done.
it was a choice. It's definitely a choice. That's probably the most memorable commercial experience. But yeah, exactly. They're very, very expensive.
Very expensive. I mean, I'd love to do
Especially
things like that all the time.
especially
Yeah,
these
they're
days.
pricey.
They used to. It's a more traditional way of getting
for
your game
sure.
out there.
Well, I mean, if you just even think about it, like, where would this be? Is it going to be a TV commercial or a YouTube ad or something like that?
So you basically want a stat page that would show you your stats from season 1, specifically.
That'd be interesting.
That
Just
would be interesting.
see how you ranked.
Mhm.
Compare you with people on our friends list or just in the whole community at large.
Yeah, yeah.
I know we've talked about things like that. It's kind of lowered itself on the priority list when we're doing other things, but
Yeah, I mean, right
it's not
now,
completely out of it.
right now we're kind of focusing on kind of similar to what we did for this mode, which is, you know, let's find some little bit of variety of things to do, and then we'll probably circle back around a little bit more to polishing the things that we already have, like stats and career pages and things like that, because I love that stuff too. But unfortunately, like, I'm not really sure that's going to draw on a lot of new players, so much as like be a really cool thing for our existing players. But certainly something that we'll talk about internally and talk about kind of the cost benefit ratio and everything.
Don't get me wrong, we like doing cool things for our existing players.
Oh God, yes. I mean, I think a lot of live development is that mix of doing really awesome things for the players for here, helping, you know, kind of creating varied experiences to draw new players in, and, you know, keep old players engaged, and definitely keep things fixed and working and operating well.
There's that charge horn.
So, I was just mentioning that Robert and I are talking about our plan for how and when to announce kind of our next big. There we go.
Wow.
That's some good murder. How and when we're going to announce to you guys the next kind of really big strides that we're doing in the studio for Fractured Lands. So stay tuned in the very near future for that. What are you pointing at?
It's gone now. There was a skull where their health bar was that said you.
It said me?
It said you, the word you.
Did it predict my own death?
This is like a Ouija board in a game.
It said you. I don't know.
That's weird. But it's gone now, so I guess everything's okay.
Huh.
Almost as if when they killed that person they had died, but they hadn't. I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, there's definitely, UI-wise, a lot of party bugs that I've seen lately. So,
Yeah.
again,
I cruelly point it out sometimes, but still, it's just kind of like, oh, that's strange. I love this POI when I first saw it, and they had taken the hotel sign and dug it deep in the sand and leaned it against the wall. I was like, oh, nice. And the thing is, they did it in such a way as I felt like I had never even seen that hotel sign before, like the first time I saw it. And then I would drove by buildings that had it before, and I was like, oh, yeah, that was the sign.
Yeah.
I mean, a nice new way to
All
use
that
it.
context. Yeah, how many cars you blew up. Yeah, and the cool thing is we are tracking a lot of those stats already in the back end, you know, for use in all sorts of things like telemetrics for us and analytics and eventually things like achievements. So all that stuff kind of falls into that, like, you know, really cool to have type categories, and definitely in our backlog, definitely something that we want to do.
I think it was one of the first things you, Paul, and I talked about was the analytics of player data.
Oh, yeah.
So we're interested in that for sure. Oh, there's that conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Aliens
Good. I love that description. That fits so well.
That was a conspiracy theory card. That was a tough one to come up with some fiction for
That was
an
a
alien
stroke
car.
of inspiration. That
Oh, well,
was
thank you.
very
Thank
well
you.
done.
Well, that's when I think that was the first emissive that we had on our vanity. The first time we put like something that glows on it, so that opened up the door for making some of the lights glow, like the police siren here.
Headlights on some of
And
these.
the headlights. And yeah, I've heard a lot of people point out how, you know, that vanity items like those police lights will make you visible from like a mile away. And people still love rocking them.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, it's Paul, our CEO.
Top 5.
Just here to
Kendall.
watch Kendall's win it. Kendall's is his.
You got to get in there, Paul. Make sure he doesn't win.
I just got killed by him.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go. There you go.
Nicely done. Do we have time for one more? I think we do.
I think that I'm going to see if somebody else might want to take it so I can go get some water.
She has been talking non-stop,
And that's what I do.
frankly.
Or I'll just grab some water. Or I'll grab some water and come back if you want to queue it up.
Cool, yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's do one more at least. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I appreciate you sticking around. We're going to go ahead and launch another one. I'm going to crack my back a little bit. Because Farren is not wrong. It is a little sore leaning forward like that. I don't have those nice gaming chairs that so many of you wonderful streamers do, but maybe I should get some. We'll see. In the meantime, let's see if we can get this to load up. Come on. Boot up empty screen. Here. I can duck out of it for a second. Let's see. I'm getting a notification in my Steam here. I'll go ahead and restart it. It's taking it a while. 1 second. Thank you for attending this stream and its general unstructured design. It is
favorite
casual in its nature today.
What is?
Oh, I was just saying, appreciate them joining us on a mostly unstructured, scheduled activity.
My favorite part about these times when the whole studio will play together is the after match din that erupts across the studio.
Yeah, everybody's
like cursing each other's names.
They'll go to the winning team and be like, "That's BS. There's no
Yeah.
way." Like,
And
somehow
somehow everything's BS when you don't win. This would be a good time to put on the hat. There's always a good time to put on the hat.
I've gone ahead and done it. The audience demands it.
We're helping you a lot with your insomnia. Does that mean I'm putting you to sleep, or does that mean I'll take it either way, as long as I'm helping. All right, this time I'm not following people into the Storm Rider stronghold, no matter what happens.
You go find your own path.
It's just not me. It's just not me.
You could take off the autofill and just go in solo.
Oh yeah, that'll fare me better. I'm also kind of curious, what other kinds of game modes would you guys be interested in seeing in this game?
Fair.
What?
Not a question. No, it's perfectly a question.
I like mining our I don't know, I like seeing where people's heads are at. Like, are you guys enjoying team games? You guys want to see more things to do on your own?
We did have a few streamers in our free weekend mention a few modes we talked about before. They did their own makeshift demolition mode, as you know.
I do know, and that is really awesome. I have something to do during my insomnia. Well, that's good. Maybe I can watch you stream while I have insomnia. We'll trade.
I think we have to also see if we can ask the building people to turn on the AC after 5 o'clock.
Yeah, that'll help. There's a lot of machines running the game with no AC on in the studio.
Like, what's up, Dem Play Days? As soon as the AC gets turned off.
Yeah. It's always nice. And I'm full of Thanksgiving potluck food.
Yeah, right? But I'm not empty of Thanksgiving cheer.
Gem Skill, where are you watching us from? Oh, 6 out of 8. Did I accidentally join solo? No, I did not. Did we just switch it back? I thought we'd bumped up the min required.
We did. Did they
I guess
switch it down?
I guess they did. I don't know why.
Maybe they think we're done for the night, but we're not. We got one more match at least.
We're never going to be done. Ever.
And of course, if you are missing us live or coming in late and you want to see some of our earlier exploits, we will be saving this to the video section of our Twitch channel, and even then most likely putting it up on YouTube. So
Oh, that kind of exploits. I was like, wait, we're showcasing exploits?
all the crazy ways you can cheat and buy your way through this game. Yeah,
It's been put back to 8. Yes, it would appear so.
yeah, strange. It's a server setting when they put the server up. Maybe they pulled it down and put it up again. I did have to restart the game. It wasn't loading something. Which is not a bug I've normally seen. So.
What is y'all's favorite horn? You were in France. Awesome. I love France.
Have you been to France?
I have.
I'm jealous.
I have been to Paris, and then I drove around the countryside.
Oh, what, like a specific car or just a rental?
Just a rental. And my favorite story from my trip to France was I accidentally filled the car with petrol when it was diesel only. And they have special nozzles that'll stop you from making the opposite mistake, but not that mistake.
Well, that's where one would they have to clear it out and then refill it, but the opposite would destroy the engine.
So that was fun, and and my ex and I were like petrified, like driving it back to the rental station because we were like, is it gonna work? And it was raining, and it was in Paris, which is already a very hard city to drive in. And then we returned it, and then we didn't really say anything, and then got a very large bill in the mail later.
Oh no!
Because they found out.
How did they figure it out?
Apparently, it's something they check for.
It's a technical mystery. But
they found out, and they were not happy about it. So, travel tips, friends. If you go to Europe, or if you go to the U.S. and you're from Europe, be careful. Mind what kind of fuel you put in your car.
See, this is why
in the fractured lands there is only one kind.
It's a pure wasteland.
Pure.
This is why I should have gone to Europe before you. Now you like set the expectations that Americans are going to be bad at putting in.
Do you notice that? Do you notice in fractured lands we do not specify whether it is petrol or diesel? It's universal.
It's a bit of fuel.
This is where I live now.
It's like that. I can't finish my sentence. Hey, Mark Cam, what's going on? We saw you playing earlier.
You unlocked shaving a haircut.
Nice.
You guys like that one? It's actually my good friend Captain Farren did a lot of the horns for the game. Yeah. So I like passing along to people like that. I like them.
Even if they don't work here, we like having like a friend do them. They're like
exactly.
Close acquaintance or colleague.
The horns have been another fun vanity to design out. One of the contenders that didn't quite make this season was to go with the shark fin. We were thinking of doing a Jaws-inspired horn, but yeah, but you can't. It turns out you can't really do a Jaws inspiration without either just sounding like Jaws or sounding like not Jaws. So
like, what is this?
So we kind of just decided on the charge one instead. But yeah, I like the motorcycle taunting ones. They're very like.
Oh, they taunt me quite often.
Yep.
If it's not Wrath 192 or Major. Oh no!
Pop goes the weasel. Shame the haircut. With Pop Goes the Weasel, I kind of want to make it so that you can do the second part. I actually also was shaving a haircut where you could do the second part afterwards, so you could cue it up and you could run over somebody and then you could do the last part, you know.
Or you just hold it down, or you gotta do twices? The thinking.
Oh, Popsicle, we got another Discord
I'm checking.
art piece up.
This is good. I think they could have done a better job, but it's not bad.
Pissed Pop beyond wasteland. Pissed Pop.
You gotta do some lighting work on my skin here.
Pissed Pop just doesn't have the same gravitas that Mad Max does. He's so pissed.
Sounds like a hissy fit or something.
Wasn't Mad Max supposed to be more crazy than like a little teed off?
Little
He was like, "Grrr,
annoyed.
I'm Max and I'm mad.
You got me angry.
You wouldn't like me when I'm peeved." I'm just not even paying attention to what my team's doing this time. I probably should be, but I'm not.
You know what would have been better is if they put my face on all the barely clothed children below.
Oh, please no. No, thank you. I'm good.
Amstel, is that a famous artist? I'm gonna sound foolish for not knowing this. This almost looks like a carnival cutout that you would stick your head through all the
Oh yeah. Actually, I want to see Popsicle's head on our Fractured Lands key art.
That's too easy to do. They want a challenge. I don't know if you noticed, we this morning named Sir John Cheese his own special title for all these efforts he's made.
Oh yeah, what is his?
On the Discord, he's known as the Master of Revels.
That's awesome. We needed a good Master of Revels. We didn't have one before.
He's uniquely titled that.
That's pretty awesome. You keep this up, and you'll definitely get your own custom license plate for it.
I did do another thing recently for all of our raiders and warmongers. I don't know if Twitch notifies them, so if they didn't get notified, they can hear it right now, and I'll probably mention it later. When our stream goes offline, we have the option to host other people's streams.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a streamer who is part of our raiders or warmongers, and you're streaming Fractured Lands, we will host you automatically.
Nice.
So you will get some additional views from anyone who happens to be watching us or left over watching this stream, or we just tell people to check it out.
Nice. Sounds like a win-win to me, Robert.
Tell us more.
Tell us more about this fine program that we have.
I find your ideas interesting. Can I subscribe to your newsletter?
I think the screwdriver grip is my... Actually, no, the axe stock is probably my favorite weapon attachment. It's not in terms of functionality per se, but just in terms of...
Well, it's so easily identifiable.
Yeah, it's just...
You just see it, you're like, yes, I know where to put that
I
on.
like to put random junk on my weapon.
It's the front end attachments that I get confused where they go.
Oh, the muzzles?
For. Yeah.
I can tell you that. You mean like what they all do?
Well, the game can tell me that. That's no problem. It's more like...
Oh, like which ones are which if you're trying to pick them up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See them from a distance.
Yeah, they are. They're they're a little smaller. They definitely take a little more examination. The ghost muzzles are a little more easy to identify because they're also
a little rounder, right there.
Well, no, the ghost muzzles are usually based off everyday items. So like the ghost muzzle for the battle rifle, sniper rifle is part of a aluminum bat. So you'll recognize that's really long and kind of got flames on it. And then the ghost muzzle for the assault rifle is an oil filter, so that one's easy to spot. And for the SMG, it's a maglite flashlight, which is a little harder to see. I should just say a flashlight, not a sponsored flashlight.
Like, what are you doing? No agreements between us.
And so some of those and the pistol or the sidearm is a Coke can. Well, sorry, a soda can.
Soda can.
Soda can.
Is Coke by itself? I mean, I guess it has
Oh,
to be.
definitely. Yeah, a cola can would have been
Yeah,
acceptable.
you're right. Yeah. What foolish thoughts I've had.
But yeah, most of the combat muzzles and the blink muzzles are a little bit more just based on real world compensators and electric vehicle. We've joked a lot about electric vehicles and whether or not that should be like a vehicle attachment you could put on your car. Would you guys want to see an electric? And it's not exactly the most thematic.
Like a leaf.
Yeah, like a leaf. Just try to leaf her in. But I do think it'd be an interesting idea for a vehicle attachment, something to maybe a rear attachment that could make you not have to run on fuel.
There you go. Maybe if it was like more go-kart style.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
single rider, four-wheeler,
Look at this tricked out car.
completely
I've got
open
right now.
cage, just kind of like riding a blanket on the ground almost.
Yeah. I've been here already.
No, that's new. There's some sandberry boom shells.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll go reunite with my team. Maybe they'd like to see what I'm up to.
I love finding the shotgun drum barrel.
Oh look, we got this other fifth player problem again. I
We
can
have
see
two
Kendall's.
Krakatoas.
Yeah, so if I go kill Kendall's, is he not really on my team?
He is. He must be on your team. 'Cause you have two
Uh,
Krakatoas. One's dead. One's alive.
Yeah.
One's disconnected.
So Kendall's is really on my team, and just
He's the disconnected Krakatoa, I'm assuming.
I could go up and see if he starts shooting at me.
Would it tell you that he's your teammate and on his tell you that you're not?
Well, clearly something weird's going on with more just the display of who's on there. I don't know. Again, there was that time before where he almost certainly had disconnected, but I don't know.
So he's saying an electric vehicle would be a silenced vehicle?
Yeah, we've also talked about exactly
A
like
sneaky vehicle?
I've thought about maybe having a rear attachment that would make your vehicle silent for a time at least.
That makes me think we should have like
Alright, well he's not shooting at me.
luge detachments from the semi. Where you just kind of slide along.
Shit. Are we friends? Kendall?
Maybe it's just a mutual respect.
Just a mutual respect. Yeah, that definitely would not be coming from Kendall, so.
There you go.
Well, once again, I find myself a little shy on boosts.
You got the high octane. There are 3 high octanes.
Give me boosts. Give me boosts, Kendalls. Oh, look at that. He knew what I meant.
Wow.
Yay, thank you.
It's like you guys worked together for years and years.
Or it's like last time I bitched at him that I didn't have any boosts. And he said, I have boosts.
This is the first match today I've seen you have a vehicle-mounted weapon.
Yeah.
I hope you can make good use of it.
Yeah, it's a... I personally prefer the weapons if I also have jet boosters, because then I can take strafing runs. When I don't have the jet boosters, I don't tend to like to pick fights in the car too much. Unless I like really can back it up. But I find with the jet boosters, you can kind of... If I see a semi-truck, I'll do some strafing runs on it.
Krakatoa and Marcan in the circle right now?
Yeah, it looks like he's AFK. 'Cause he's just sitting there dying.
He was in our
No,
chat.
No, he's healing. No,
Is a new gun on the way?
A new gun. We let's just say we've released a pretty steady pipeline of weapons, so that's something that you.
I hope they've been trying the Valhalla a bit.
Juggernaut is drive well. Can you read that to me?
Yeah, is the Juggernaut as a drive axle on the very back wheels, if they don't actually drive, just the front and middle ones. Will this get fixed?
You know, a lot of people bring up our incorrect, like forward wheel, rear wheel drive. We have balanced everything more to the way that the physics actually behave in Unreal than the way that they like to behave in real life. So in a lot of cases, you wouldn't necessarily want that to be fixed because the vehicle would not perform the way that you like it in the game, if that makes sense. And maybe at some point, if we have one of our engineers on the stream, they could explain that a little bit better than me.
You don't want the game to suffer to realism.
Yeah, basically, there's some very specific ways that Unreal physics work with vehicles especially. So we're kind of a little bit more adapting our gameplay to that than trying to make sure that things are completely realistic.
I could see Trevor getting disappointed by our answer to that, though, because he
totally.
strives for realistic.
Yeah, we strive for
design.
realism in the way that our vehicles are constructed.
But yeah, you're right.
I mean, the semi-truck
physics.
was also the first time we'd done a 6-wheel vehicle, and basically generally the way that Unreal assumes vehicles are 2-wheeled. So there definitely are some extra hurdles to get around when you run up against that. Hope that answers your question a bit. But you know, obviously we will always, as we keep striving to make our vehicle physics as good as possible, we will always be keeping one eye to realism as well.
Well, do a crash, do a crash. Oh,
I wasn't paying attention to my
That's
health so
okay.
much as fucking.
that was a fun scene, though. I liked watching. Thank you for delivering us
Yeah,
that
you're welcome.
exciting destruction.
Okay, I was thinking too much about 4-wheel drive. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, well, yeah, it's interesting. It certainly is not because our vehicle artists don't understand how the vehicles work. Because as Rob was pointing out, our vehicle artist is a very big vehicle lover himself. He drives a motorcycle to work every day, and he definitely, some of those inconsistencies drive him as crazy as anybody, I'm sure.
He's the one that, if you notice, he creates those really nice renders of all the vehicles that we've been posting on Discord and Twitter. I took some, again, before Season 2 release, took some shots of the semi from angles that you can't normally get, just to show them all the meticulous work he had put in on the engine and the drivetrain and the axles, and just be like, look at all these work he does on things you don't normally see.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool detail in our vehicles. But yes, I mean, it's not just the semi-truck. The Dust Rider has front-wheel drive, which drives people insane when they notice it. Oh yeah, for sure we did. But we still appreciate people bringing it up because it means people are paying attention, and we know people love the. You wouldn't love a game where you drove a vehicle around if you didn't care about the details of that vehicle, especially if that vehicle is meant to kind of be your home on the road. So definitely, we hear you guys when you say stuff like that for sure.
Now, I'm a little perplexed. Oh, Kendall's is alive. Okay.
No, Kendall's is alive.
He's, again, the unnamed source.
Yeah. Well, not only does the bike have 2-wheel drive front and back, it also can reverse, which is fun. I've heard some motorcycles actually have that feature, which is kind of hilarious. Could be small vehicles that spawn randomly in the map. If somebody blew up yours. So the number of vehicles that we have in the map is largely based on the number of players that we support. So part of the reasons we don't spawn extra vehicles on the map is that the game can actually support up to 50 players, and having more, well, actually, and we actually do go above that at our peaks. So having more vehicles on the map than that can actually be kind of taxing on our performance.
Yeah.
And in order to spawn enough vehicles out there. The other reason, honestly, is part of what makes Fraction Lands a little bit different than some of the other Battle Royales out there and some of the other multiplayer games in general out there is that your car is kind of yours. We wanted there to be a very personal attachment to your vehicle, so if you do lose it, if it does get stolen, you know, we definitely want you to feel the impact of that. So if you ever do find yourself without a vehicle, there are usually a decent amount of them that are ditched by the refinery, by the Storm Rider stronghold in the beginning of the map.
Right.
Because there are a lot of people who will just run in and die,
Or especially in a tribe when people like take off there.
right. Some people like load into one vehicle, so that kind of tends to be the kind of vehicle depot a little bit. But there's been some discussions of other type of behavior that we want to see as well. But
See, Farren, this is where you have a perfect opportunity to allow that little cycling thing.
the little cycling thing.
It's the right between
you
the
can't
walking.
even tell me what it's called. I want to know what this thing is called.
I gotta
wanna
find it
You know what? If
I'll
you
forget.
send me to Germany to research it myself.
Is that what it takes then?
Yeah, that's what it takes.
First she goes to Paris, then it's gotta be Germany. Never satisfied. Let's see. German
I haven't been to Germany.
walking cycles.
Germany's great.
U-Tracks? I don't think that's good. I don't even know how to approach this situation.
Weird German vehicle.
And this bike.
German street elliptical.
Elliptical might be a good way to search for it. Now it's showing me actual ellipticals. Maybe, maybe not, maybe. I'll find it. We'll get there someday.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll get
Among
right
other
on it.
things.
The moment you find it, it's going in the game library.
You heard it here, folks. That was supposed to be the Sir John cheese.
Nice.
Have you seen? So we went to Eddie and I went to Portland, PDX Land. Have I shown you the post-apocalyptic computer that someone put together? Tower piece.
No, you were telling me about it. I didn't actually see it.
There's the
Oh, that's rad.
instruction.
That is very rad.
And I'll bring this camera. Maybe we'll post it again on Twitter. I know I did once. I don't know if it's getting a good shot.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it has this plate on the front, and it was kind of like a worn case made of metal, and lots of tears and broken parts to it. And the back had the surge protector tied inside the vent.
Yeah.
So it was like all very self-contained, perfect for like a LAN event, but at the same time being post-apocalyptic. It was really awesome.
Yeah, I had I like the license plate touch. I had a mug that I got for Wasteland Weekend that was made of a license plate
Oh, really?
for my grog. And I learned that they're actually, when you get stuff with license plates, it's actually very expensive.
Okay.
Because in the state that you're in, it is illegal to use a license plate in that fashion. And so you have to get them from out of state.
Found it. Pedalos.
That's too much. Is a flamethrower been debated for the game? Well, are you talking about a handheld kind of a player-held flamethrower or one on a vehicle? Because we've spoken about both, and flamethrowers in games, in multiplayer games, are interesting because flamethrowers are like the coolest weapon,
Mm.
and often, and especially for this theme, one of the first ones people think of. But then flamethrowers are also often one of the less useful weapons in a multiplayer game, because essentially they're great for taking out zombies or crowds. They're great for setting large groups of things on fire, but in a game like this, with the ranges we have, we've ultimately so far decided against making one, because if you think of the kind of range you'd have to get in to annihilate someone with a flamethrower, it wouldn't exactly be the most useful weapon in the game. It has come up, though, in other contexts. It's definitely come up as ideas for like a vehicle weapon. So stay tuned. But is that something?
The edge of a guitar.
Is that something that other people would like to see as a flamethrower?
This is her asking for an informal poll. Feel free to raise your hand in chat.
Yeah, feel free
or
to
in
raise your
Discord,
hand if
anywhere you want.
think that a flamethrower would be a cool weapon to have. I mean, again, it comes up a lot internally because of the fact that it is a very cool idea for a weapon, undoubtedly.
I think on every brainstorming meeting now, I'm gonna have like a flamethrower question mark at the
I
end
like,
of
I like
our list.
a working one-hand chainsaw. Yeah,
It's like Evil Dead going on.
Yeah, we did talk about chainsaws very early on as well as a fuel-powered weapon too, which would be another cool reason to have a chainsaw. And it kind of comes down to the same thing. If you think about how difficult it is to use melee against people with guns, you'd have a pretty similar issue with things like flamethrowers and chainsaws.
Stop speaking reason, Farren. We want crazy things.
You can have those crazy things, but you have to be aware of the fact that you will die. However, there has to be, I believe wholeheartedly, it has to be in the future Fractured Lands some ways to make this work.
When will I be able to shoot hot acid from my fingers?
Hot acid?
Ah,
Yeah. Cold acid, maybe.
compromise. Man, Krakatoa's really holding on to dear life here. I don't know, you think her and Kendall's can pull out a win? We're getting
Yeah,
down to
they
round
could.
5.
Yeah, they definitely could. Krakatoa's got to get her ass into safety.
You think
Or
is it against a
gas
team
mask
of 3, or do we got 2 other teams going?
I didn't know. I think early on it said that there was only 2 tribes remaining, so I think it's only one other tribe.
A poison gun made from the smoke.
It's a cool idea. Like a grenade launcher type situation. Ah, there's a team of 3 apparently.
Man, she's nowhere near Kendall's at this point, so unless they do some crazy good flanking.
So she's
Uh-oh,
she's
that's
going
Kendall's
into the
back down.
future storm, planning to ride it out.
I heard the knock noise, but
That wasn't Kendall's.
well, then who would it be? It's Kendall's
No,
dead
it was Kendall's. I guess that UI
It's not
also
displaying properly.
didn't display his state properly.
All right,
So we gotta
Krakatoa,
fix that bug, obviously.
You can do this.
I don't think she can.
You got it.
I'm not gonna disparage her skills here, but she's hanging out, using all her boosts to stay alive in the storm.
They don't stand a chance
And
against
she's
you.
got 3 people to take out, one of whom just took out.
She is shooting at their car when they didn't know where she was.
She definitely gave away her position, but you know,
But she does have that pipe bomb. You can take
She's-
out the car.
she does have a pipe bomb.
She does have a scopeless SMG and a Rattler. A Ripper. Not
The
Rattler.
river is going to be good for the vehicle, but
That's true.
no, they know she's here. They're stopping. She could use that pipe
You
bomb.
can use your eyes on them. Ah, see, you
Well,
know where they are.
I can
Turn
hear.
back
I
to
can
it, but-
hear her panicking from the other room. So There you go, Krakatoa. You can do it. Oh, no, you can't. No,
Congratulations,
you can't. Good job, Raph.
Too.
All right, y'all.
I think that's it for us tonight.
This has been fun. This has been a lot of fun.
Thank you for coming on with me, Farren, and joining
Absolutely,
me with
this is fun. I love talking to the community. Thank you guys for asking some awesome questions. Is the running healing fixed? It is actually now by design that you can run while healing. The sprinting healing, I'm gonna have to check on whether or not that has been fixed because you were not supposed to.
Was there a sprint?
If you were already sprinting, you could use heal items. Even though sprinting
Tricky.
itself would cancel them, you are not meant to be able to use them while sprinting.
Gotcha.
So we will see. Good game, guys.
Yeah, GG all.
Yeah, definitely good game. And hope you guys come back for the next dev days. And I will be hopefully playing at a higher performance that time and having somebody else gab in my place. But I'll definitely circle back around. And
feel free to drop on by regardless.
Yeah, I definitely will. And I'll definitely stream on another one of these because it's been fun.
Yeah, we'll have another one next Tuesday. Will be our next one, the next Dev Play Days. This Thursday, as you guys all know, is the U.S. Thanksgiving, so we'll be celebrating that and being with our families and not talking to you. Sorry, but that's okay. Next week we'll have some good
Of
times.
course I'll be playing though, because I will be avoiding my family playing.
Farren.
So that's how I roll.
Can't tell what's gonna say that here. All right, let's see. Thursdays as well. We'll be doing another Dev Play Days next Thursday, so look forward to that. And yeah, we'll just be doing that over and over again. And I'm probably adding some more scheduled streams where we'll be talking about other things in the near future, including the future of Fractured Lands itself.
Very
Thank you
excited
so
to
much
talk about that.
for joining us on this stream, and we'll see you guys another time.
All right.
All right.
Cheers.
Good night. Sleep tight. I always hold this for a second because can't quite get to it. There we go. All right.